Get up, you son of a bitch!
Cause Punch Drunk loves ya.
What up? Y'all already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho, aka Café Bustelo, aka El Pastor de Boxeo. Yeah, man, I just gotta get out of this funk. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk some boxing. Let's talk some boxing, ladies and gentlemen. What's good? What's good? What's good? Couple of topics I would like to talk about. Topics. Mumbling my words. Um, so yeah, you see the title, see the thumbnail. Blame Canelo Alvarez as the reason why Edgar Balanga feel like he's the A side. I know there's a lot of people out there that been looking at the recent interview. Well, not the recent interview, but the recent IG live. Was it IG live? Well, it was something. Well, Edgar Berlanga is calling out Kingdom Plan, saying that he's the A side. There's people out there that's trying to downplay and debunk that. But we're going to be talking about why does Edgar Berlanga feel like he's the A side. Whether people like it or not, that he feels that way. Whether people like it or not, his confidence. We want to know why does Edgar Berlanga feel like he's the A side. And I know that when we're talking about the A side, people like to say, "Well, you know who started that punch? It was Floyd Mayweather. He started this A side thing, and then it trickled down to everybody else wanted to be the A side, the A side, the A side." But I'm giving you the this. I mean, look, the Edgar Berlanga feeling like he's the A side doesn't come from Floyd Mayweather. I know you see the thumb. Yeah, I know you see the title. You be like, "What the hell is Punch talking about? Blame Canelo. Why do you got to blame Canelo? I mean, Canelo Alvarez beat Edgar Berlanga. Why we need to blame Canelo Alvarez?" Because I know when we're talking about the A side, a lot of people in the sport of boxing, a lot of people in these these platforms, always it goes back to Floyd Mayweather, the A side, right? But this ain't the kind of A side that Edgar Berlanga feel like he's adopted. The Floyd Mayweather type of A side is not the type of A side that Edgar Berlanga has adopted. Let me say it again. Listen up, folks. The Floyd Mayweather A side is not the type of A side that Edgar Berlanga has adopted. The type of A side that Edgar Berlanga has adopted was the Canelo Alvarez A side. What am I talking about? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Or not? Because I can further explain. I'm going to say it again. The Floyd Mayweather type of A side is not the A side that Edgar Berlanga is adopting. He's adopting the Canelo Alvarez type of A side. Now, which A side are you talking about, Punch? Because you're confusing me. What's good? The hangout spot in the building was good, man. Bancho in the building, Jack in the building was good, man. Mora in the building, one of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing was good, bro. Coke is a hell of a drug. Punch Drunk, a real one out of here. Berlanga is delusional, fam. Now I'm going to break it down. You got to understand me. I'm going to break it down. Because I know probably 99% probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. But I got to break it down. You feel me? I got to break it down. I'm going to say it again for the people that's walking in. I'm going to say it again. Because I know it's probably, man, confusing. Let me know if y'all confused in the chat right quick. Let me know if y'all confused. What's good at Hangout Spot? The A side that Edgar Berlanga is adopting is not the Floyd Mayweather type of A side. It's actually the Canelo Alvarez type of A side. What does that mean? See, let me tell you like this. Every A side had to be the A side to be the A side, right? Let's not go too far, right? Let's not go too far. Because we all know, we could talk about the Muhammad Ali when he beat Sonny Liston, right? We're talking about Mike Tyson when he beat Larry Holmes and it entered the heavyweight into a real new era, right? We could talk about Oscar de la Hoya when he beat Julio Cesar Chavez, right? And we know that Oscar De La Hoya became the type of A side, the one that most of the people can remember. I don't want to go back in the 70s or 80s and stuff like that. Let's go back to what we remember, right? Oscar De La Hoya will be when he beat Julio Cesar Chavez, the Mexican Pride, the pound for pound number 2 to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, like through several years, was pound for pound number 1, and Julio Cesar Chavez was the pound for pound number 2. The best, the best is business. The most lucrative fighter in the sport of boxing was Mike Tyson and Julio Cesar Chavez, right? Oscar De La Hoya came along and beat Julio Cesar Chavez. Who Oscar De La Hoya became the A side. He became the A side. Well, how many times do we say that there's 2 different types of Floyd Mayweather, right? We talk about Floyd Mayweather, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Money May. Now, so you can understand what I'm trying to say. When did Floyd Mayweather became Money Mayweather? Hmm? Come on, y'all. Bendiciones, dímelo, mi hermano. Yeah, man, I gotta talk this boxing stuff, man, for real, man. I gotta talk this. I gotta get out that funk. I've been for several days. Shout out to all the people with your prayers, and you know what I'm saying. Thank you. I appreciate that. Family appreciate that. My granny's in a good in the best place they could be with Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Now, I don't want to talk too much because then I'm gonna get into the emotional state, and I just want to talk boxing, and I want to be hyped. I leave that for a couple of hours when I go to sleep. Now, the hangout spot says, "Yo, Edgar Balanga is definitely the A side. He's a money draw. Boxing is a business. There is a reason why Caleb Plant is calling him out, and not vice versa." Well, we're gonna lead to that. But we got to go to the core of why Edgar Berlanga feel like he's the A side, and who allowed him to call himself the A side. Who allowed him so he can have the type of confidence to be like, you know what, I am the A side. See, the reason is Floyd Mayweather needed to be Oscar De La Hoya, the cash cow of the sport of boxing, the face of boxing, to become the A side. The last time Floyd Mayweather wasn't the A side was with Oscar De La Hoya. He beat Oscar De La Hoya and graduated to the A side. Just like Oscar De La Hoya graduated to the A side when he beat Julio Cesar Chavez. Now, who did Canelo Alvarez beat? So he could become the A side. A lot of people always talking about, well, Edgar Berlanga, he ain't beat nobody. He ain't beat Canelo Alvarez. Well, Canelo Alvarez ain't beat Floyd Mayweather, so why he is the A side? Ooh, now you understand what I'm trying to say, folks. I'm going to say it again. Edgar Berlanga has adopted the Canelo Alvarez A side, not the Floyd Mayweather A side. Meaning, the Floyd Mayweather A side is that you have to prove to be the A side. You have to prove not just the A side, because we're talking about the A side. Hey, yo, Chris Brown, the entertainer, could come to the sport of boxing and be like, I'm the A side because I sell out arenas. Nah, the A side brings the A side is because you're the face of boxing. You're the most accomplished ones. You beat the best to be the best. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to fall into place, right? Just like Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight undisputed champion of the world, right? Just like what Muhammad Ali did. Just like when um Oscar De La Hoya, when he beat again Julio Cesar Chavez. You gotta do something to just be the money guy, right? Because Jake Paul could just run around the sport of boxing and be like, I'm the A side, I'm the A side, I'm the A side, I'm the A side, right? Snow burp. What's good, Brent? I know it's gonna get this. People gonna think about this one now. Because I see a lot of people, and you know the saying, I see 90%, probably 99% of the people saying, yo, why Edgar Berlanga feel like he's the A side? He ain't beat Canelo. Why he acting like he beat Canelo? Or why Canelo Alvarez was acting like he beat Floyd Mayweather? Yep, he became the A side. How? We know how Oscar De La Hoya became the A side. We know how Floyd Mayweather became the A side. How did Canelo Alvarez became the A side? Don't get mad at Edgar Berlanga. Because the same way that Canelo Alvarez became the A side is the same way that Canelo Alvarez, the same way that Canelo Alvarez became the A side is the same way Edgar Balanga is vouching that he's the A side. He didn't have to be Canelo Alvarez to become the A side, and Canelo Alvarez didn't have to be Floyd Mayweather to become an A side. So why y'all so mad at Edgar Berlanga? The blueprint, right? Remember, they used to say the blueprint, and then they say, hey, yo, but Floyd Mayweather is the green print. See, Canelo Alvarez made it a thing that you don't have to beat the guy to be the A side. Now, of course, he couldn't get his get back. Canelo Alvarez went on to beat Miguel Cotto, but Floyd Mayweather beat Miguel Cotto. So he ain't doing nothing special anyway, compared to Floyd Mayweather, right? Around the way, Manny Pacquiao was still the guy, was still lurking around in the sport of boxing. He took his L's and stuff like that, but still managed to, when he fights out here, he's still gonna sell out the crowd. Now, we was talking about this the other day, and I said, what is Canelo Alvarez best win? Let's go back to that because we need to establish why he's the A side. Now, for me, the definition of an A side is everything has to be in place. That you're the most accomplished one. That you beat the best, become the best. The passing of the torch, all that stuff, all that stuff to become the A side. Not just that you rank up all the money, because, like I said, anybody could come to the sport of boxing who's an entertainer. Hey, yo, let me put it like this: if Drake comes to the sport of boxing and say, I want to fight, I want to fight Caleb Plank. Who's going to be the A side? Drake, right? Okay, so. Everything's just not about the money. Danny said Canelo beat Cotto as a A side, pa. Canelo paid his dues. I ain't saying that Canelo Alvarez didn't pay his dues. I ain't saying that Canelo Alvarez, the fourth division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, didn't pay his dues. What I'm saying is the mindset of why Edgar Berlanga could be like, I'm the A side, and most of the fans is gonna say, but Edgar Berlanga, you ain't beat Canelo to be the A side. Well, Canelo Alvarez didn't beat Floyd Mayweather to become an A side, so why y'all so mad at Edgar Berlanga? And then if you say, well, he paid his dues, well, let's not forget that Canelo Alvarez best win is a controversial win. Let's be real, let's be honest. Canelo Alvarez best win that should have stamped him as the new A side, in which he's the A side, right? He's the A side, but I'm just letting y'all know the mindset. That is a different way how Floyd Mayweather became the A side. If Floyd Mayweather didn't beat Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather's no A side. Let's get that thing straight. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It don't matter how much of dues that he paid. If Floyd Mayweather did not beat Oscar De La Hoya, he wouldn't be the A side. As a matter of fact, versus Manny Pacquiao would be the A side. Am I right or wrong? Let's be real. Let's be honest. Would Pretty Boy turn into Money May if it wasn't for the Oscar De La Hoya victory? Floyd Mayweather was never going to become an A side in the sport of boxing if he didn't beat Oscar De La Hoya. He needed to be the A side to be the A side. Let's be real, let's be honest. Think about Floyd Mayweather's career if he never fought Oscar De La Hoya. Before Oscar De La Hoya, I believe his guaranteed purse was $8 million. When he fought Oscar De La Hoya, it was $25 million plus pay-per-view back in. I know a lot of y'all like to talk about money in the sport of boxing. Right? So Floyd, so what I like I said at the beginning of the live, I said that Edgar Balanga is not adopting the Floyd Mayweather A side. He's adopting the Canelo Alvarez A side. That Canelo Alvarez really didn't need to beat the A side to eventually become the A side. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather needed to retire. He needed to retire to capture that type of A side thing. But Even when he beat Canelo Alvarez, I'm sorry, even when he beat Cotto, what year when he beat Cotto? Think about it. Think about it, y'all. What year? Shit, what happened? 2015. 2015. Guess what? Floyd Mayweather is still around. So Canelo Alvarez beating Cotto did not make him the A side. What made him the A side was when Floyd Mayweather did retire. He beat Manny Pacquiao, then he beat Berto, then he fought that kind of McGregor fight and stuff like that. But the Triple G fight was supposed to be the fight that makes him the A side, which he eventually did become the A side, right? But it was controversy. He truly didn't rightfully earn the A side because there's a lot of people in the sport of boxing feel like Triple G got robbed. Am I right or wrong? Ain't no hate out here, right? I'm just trying to break it down. I just want to let y'all know why Edgar Balanga believes that without beating Canelo Alvarez, I'm still the A side. Without Canelo Alvarez beating Floyd Mayweather and had a controversial win versus Triple G that was supposed to be the number one fight in the sport of boxing, that many people do feel like he did lose, that he earned to be the A side. Did it? Like no debates. And then in the second fight, there was people out there that still felt that Triple G did win. I felt like Canelo Alvarez won. I felt Canelo Alvarez won. But there's a lot of people out there that still say that the first and the second fight that Triple G won. I know I'm not saying something that y'all haven't heard. Edgar Berlanga trick. Well, Edgar Berlanga only lost to Canelo Alvarez, and he won 12 with Canelo Alvarez. Federico, if he is so trash, why did the face of boxing, the cash cow, the A side, win 12 with Edgar Berlanga? Plant put up a much better fight against Canelo Alvarez than Berlanga? I don't know. I don't know, bro. Because let me tell you like this. When Plant lost to Canelo Alvarez, his stock didn't rise up. Plant stock didn't rise up. Berlanga's stock. Now, of course, y'all already know that Eddie Hearn did try to do him dirty with that co-main event in Orlando or whatever, stuff like that. But guess what? Even Caleb Plant is calling out Edgar Berlanga. People is calling out Edgar Berlanga. People are, by Caleb Plant calling out Edgar Berlanga, that justifies it. Like, people are calling out Edgar Berlanga. Smash that light. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm just trying to justify why Edgar Berlanga feels like he's the A side. There's a lot of yo, put it this way. Javante Tan Davis feel he's the A side too. Is Javante Tan Davis the A side? Did he have to be Devin Haney, Teofimo, Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, all that stuff to become an A side? See, at least with Floyd Mayweather, he needed to earn the A side. Clean. Oscar De La Hoya needed to earn the A side. Clean. These guys needed to earn the A side. Does Javante Tan Davis have to earn to be the A side? Canelo Alvarez got all these accomplishments, but let's be real. When he beat Cotto, that was 2015. He was not the cash cow of the sport of boxing when he beat Cotto yet. It needed Floyd Mayweather to retire for Canelo to be the A side, to be the number one attraction, the face of boxing. It needed Floyd Mayweather to retire. Canelo Alvarez had a chance, just like Edgar Berlanga had a chance. Just like Canelo Alvarez won 12 with Floyd Mayweather, Edgar Berlanga won 12 with Floyd Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, put it this way: the reason why there's people out there in the sport of boxing feel like that Canelo Alvarez will lose to Terrence Bud Crawford, in which I feel like Canelo Alvarez will whoop Terrence Bud Crawford from pillar to post. If Bud Crawford try to go toe to toe with Canelo Alvarez gonna make him eat from a straw, right? But the reason why people feel like there's a chance is because Canelo Alvarez has not been washing people out the way that he should. Canelo Alvarez let Edgar Balanga live, Jaime Munguia live, John Ryder live, Jamel Charlo live. This is the reason why we're getting this fight. The fight that I just don't like at all, just Terrence Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, but it's Canelo Alvarez's fault that this fight is happening. And think about it. You know what's made it worse is that his performance with all these guys have not aged well. John Ryder got stopped and retired by Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia got knocked out by a dude that we didn't even know. Edgar Balanga, you know what I'm saying? He went 12 for Edgar Balanga. He's not a former champion or nothing. Jamel Charlo went up 2 divisions up from the 154-pound division and lasted 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is a small fighter for 168. Let's be real. I mean, he's been there for quite some time. And Canelo Alvarez never was talking about his height nor weight in 168. The first time that Canelo Alvarez tried to insinuate that there's an excuse, well, I tried to dare to be great, and I'm really a small guy when he lost to Dimitri Bivol. But when he beat Kovalev, ain't nobody was talking about the height of Canelo Alvarez. So let's not give that one a pass. Let's not give Canelo Alvarez an excuse now. Yo, only chance Canelo has against Crawford is if he catches Crawford with a big shot late in the fight. Oh man. Damn. Is what he does, yo. Crawford is determined. Crawford is acting like he a killer moving up in weight. And speaking about Terrence Bud Crawford, yeah, I dropped the video the other day. Terrence Bud Crawford trying to insinuate that Manny Pacquiao is on the PEDs, that he had help. Yeah, Terrence Bud Crawford is with Snack. Yeah, Terrence Bud Crawford is with the Pablo Escobar of PEDs. But he wants to insinuate that Manny Pacquiao had help, and that's basically he's trying to say that Manny Pacquiao was on PEDs. Yet this guy's walking around with the dirtiest cheater in the history of sports with Victor Conte. And this guy has the nerves to talk about other people, trying to be being enhanced and stuff like that. Facts, that was not a good look. It wasn't a good look by Terrence Bud Crawford. That's the type of ish that make you like think like, yo, these I think these guys for real feel like like they don't know who Victor Conte is. Like throwing shades at people about cheating and stuff like that. My man, you are with the biggest cheater in the history of the sport of sports in America. You're banned from every sport. This man is banned from baseball, basketball, tennis. Can you imagine if Victor Conte? Can you imagine if LeBron James was linked to Victor Conte? Think about it. Just think about it. How ESPN will break the story, Sport Illustrated, all that. Just think about it. Everybody, 99% of the people will be like, nah, 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 nah. LeBron James, and he's playing like this at the age of 40. Yeah, and he's with him. No wonder they'll take everything away from LeBron James, bro. People will think, yo, I'm telling you, people turn about face. If LeBron James was linked to Victor Conte today, looking how LeBron James play at this age, everybody would be thinking that he's enhanced. There's people out there that already feel like he's enhanced. But if he was linked to Victor Conte, everybody think that he's enhanced. If the dude, the Japanese baseball player, if the Japanese baseball player was his name from the Dodgers, if he was linked to Victor Conte, everybody's saying that he cheated. They wouldn't even think twice about it. Shout out to Bill Haney, Devin Haney. Did y'all see Bill Haney post the VADA negative test? And did you see which email was on the VADA testing? Look, March 30th, 2025. Look at the email. Look at the email. They got Veta Conte's email, Bill Haney, Horn New, I don't know who's that. Devin Haney, probably in English. That's an attorney right there. Look at the email, y'all. They got Victor Conte's email. Bill Haney, oh, again. And yo, remember when I went to the Boxing Voice and me and Bill Haney was debating, and he's like, he's not working with Victor Conte. Look at the email, y'all. Hey, yo, the hangout spot. You remember when I was out there debating? When I was debating, Ness and Bill Haney, and the chat was mad. Yo, Punch, you F Punch. I had everybody calling up, hating on me and stuff like that. Remember when I asked, yo, Bill, you still working with Victor Conte? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people out there, they don't want to know the truth. They don't like it. They don't like Punch when I press them. And this is why I tell fighters, don't mess with VADA. But now that they messing with Turkey and Turkey is messing with VADA, now, you know what I'm saying? They don't, everybody sell their souls, bro. Yo, let me say it like this. I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised if they'll be like, yo, Ryan Garcia is cheating again, or Teofimo Lopez is cheating again, cheating or something like that. You know why? Because Arnold Barbosa is sponsored by Snack. Hmm. You better watch out. Tio, you better watch out. Victor going to hate Punch. He don't hate me. He don't hate me, Savage. He just hate that I tell the truth. That's what it is. He just hate because I know what I know. That's the only reason why people hate me, bro. Because I know what I know. They hate me because I know what I know, and I ain't supposed to know, but I know. He said that about to look. Nah, that's not a fake letter. Bill Haney posted that up. And even if it's not a negative result, if they just putting it out there, just look at the emails. Look at the emails. The first email is Victor Conte. Why is he notified of anybody else's business if he's not in cahoots with them? How is he notified of anybody's business? How? But yeah, folks. That's why I said from the beginning, y'all was following the channel. And I hope that Devin Haney's gonna go out there and do his thing versus Jose Ramirez. I think that Devin Haney's gonna beat Jose Ramirez. I think he's gonna beat him like he beat Regis Prograis. I do want to see the rematch between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? I do want Bill Haney in the Suns' corner. I do want Bill Haney to stay as the manager and trainer of Devin the Dream Haney. I'm just speaking in this subject right here. This is the reason why I said since day one, whether people like it or not, that Ryan Garcia is gonna get the benefit of the doubt because they're linked to Victor Conte. It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. It don't matter. I told y'all since day one, it don't matter how Ryan Garcia was acting, what he was saying, what he was doing, the unprofessionalism. Ryan Garcia would get the benefit of the doubt. As long as this man in the sport of boxing, as long as this man is in cahoots with any other fighter, they are not going to get the benefit of the doubt when shit hits the fan. Y'all put it this way: if they catch Canelo Alvarez with computer roll again, and he like, no, 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 that's not me, no problem. This not me. This is the broccoli. This is the spinach. I don't know what happened. They're gonna give Canelo Alvarez the benefit of the doubt over Bud Crawford because it's still gonna be linked to what about Bud Crawford? He's with Victor Conte. It could be the same situation. They'd be like, no, 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 no. But you were Victor. The fans would be like, no, but you were Victor Conte anyway. You were the Pablo Escobar PEDs. Canelo Alvarez will get the benefit of the doubt. It's just why I just want to know why with the reputation you guys still out of all the Devin Haney, the Haneys went through months not getting the benefit of the doubt because of this guy, and they still it's something, yo. I'm telling y'all, it's something about this guy that they're getting. I don't know what it is. It's something nice, something is something they're getting that keeps on running them back over there. But anyway, did a video earlier, and I said this is a bad idea. That Ryan Garcia is going to be back training with Derrick James. I'm not saying that Derrick James is a bad trainer. That's not why I said that. I know I seen the comment section of people saying, "What you talking about, Punch? Why you saying that? Yo, Derrick James is a good trainer. Yo, Ryan Garcia is going to listen to Derrick James. I ain't. La, 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 la. Derrick James has done a good job. He is a Trainer of the Year recipient. He's helped the likes of Jamel Charlo become undisputed. He helped Earl Spence. He's helped. I, I think a little bit Ryan Garcia. Well, not that much. Let me be real. Let me be honest. Let me be real. Ryan Garcia out there fighting like he's training himself. And the reason why I said that is a bad idea is because you want a fighter to be with a trainer in which they truly listen to. You remember when Oscar De La Hoya said that the only trainer that can make him wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and run and do his road work was Flo Mayweather Sr. Oscar De La Hoya basically said, I got so big that nobody could tell me what to do. But Flo Mayweather Sr. was a no-nonsense guy. He fought in the ring. He, he the only person that could put me in my place, and I could let him put me in my place. Derrick James don't do that for Ryan Garcia. This is the reason why I think it's a bad idea. It's almost like with Andy Ruiz and his former trainer. Like, yeah, he's a good trainer, but it got to the point where Andy Ruiz doesn't respect his trainer nor his voice. He's gonna do whatever he want to do, and it is what it is. Let's not forget that Derrick James trained for Oscar Duarte, and the whole world of boxing was making fun of of Ryan Garcia, California Roll. Remember that? And shout out to Henry Garcia. And Henry Garcia, we had an interview with Henry Garcia, and Henry Garcia said that he didn't fight the way that he was prepared to fight. And he said, please, he's never gonna do that again. You know why? Because that's not Derrick James' style. Ryan Garcia fought Oscar Duarte the way that he wanted to. No, he didn't listen to no instructions. He ain't listen. He did what he wanted to do. The same thing goes with Devin the leader fight to Devin Haney. Drinking every day, barely training. Even when the last days when he needed to cut weight, they needed to hire somebody outside of their camp to make him cut weight and the cut to cut weight and rehydrate. You telling me that Derrick James, all these years in the sport of boxing, he's been a boxer himself, have trained world-class fighters at the biggest stage, biggest accomplishment, and you didn't even know how to help Ryan Garcia cut the weight or rehydration? And then when y'all hire Scooter, Derrick James didn't even go out his way to meet him? You tell me a head trainer is not going to be around his fighter that's in the last day of making weight is unheard of. That's why I say it's a bad idea. Derrick James, in my opinion, is going to be out there to collect a good check. He don't care. I don't from the outside looking in. I'm not saying how it looks from the inside. When the outside looking in, it looks like Derrick James is out there to just get a check, and Ryan Garcia is good enough to give it to him because Ryan Garcia is a grown man and he knows that Derrick James can't hold me accountable. He's another yes man. For me, Derrick James is a yes man. And a lot of people are saying that, yo, we want Ryan Garcia to push the yes man to the side. But let's be real, let's be honest. Derrick James acted like a yes man leading up to the fight with Devin Haney. So why do I think that rehiring him is a great idea? Even Ryan Garcia probably second guessing him because he was going to go to Eddie Reynoso. If Canelo Alvarez is not going to fight, was going to fight in Saudi Arabia, Ryan Garcia was still going to be with was going to be with Eddie Reynoso. That's why I say it's a bad idea. In my opinion, I believe that Ryan Garcia should stay with his dad, Henry Garcia, because Henry Garcia has been in the corner when Eddie Reynoso was there, when Joe Guso was there, and when Derrick James was there. Ryan Garcia fights the way that his father taught him. It is what it is. It's not going to change. That left hook is Henry Garcia's left hook. It's not going to change. Derrick James ain't going to change Ryan Garcia. He didn't change his style. He didn't change his technique. And sure, he didn't change his unprofessionalism. That's why I say it's a bad idea. Not to say that Derrick James is a bad trainer. I just think the matchup is not good. I think the collaboration, the partnership is just no good. I don't think that Ryan Garcia truly respects Derrick James as a trainer. As a man, probably yes. Maybe as a confidant, maybe Derrick James hit him up and be like, yo, you doing all right? You doing cool and stuff like that? You doing better? Why he, you know what I'm saying? Why Ryan Garcia is trying to become a more professional in his craft, better man. But in terms of holding him accountable, nah, Derrick James don't have no power to hold Ryan Garcia accountable. We saw that in the last two fights. Shout out to the Charlo brothers. Shout out to Jamal Charlo getting back in the ring very soon. I believe late spring, early summer. Jamal Charlo still the king in the 154-pound division. Jamal Charlo still unbeaten, still undefeated. Hopefully, hopefully they get the second win and make a good run and keep enhancing their legacy. Look at Edgar Balanga, and everybody else. Look at even Edgar Berlanga is still calling out Jamal Charlo. Plan is calling out Jamal Charlo. Everybody calling out Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo is still trying to get his life together. So even Jamal Charlo was a hot commodity still. But I'm happy that the Charlo brothers getting back in the ring, man. But anyway, man, I wanted to do a show live right quick, man. I'm a little tired, man. Tomorrow probably I go live. We'll see. We'll see, man. But hopefully everybody's having a good night. Love y'all. Peace out.